Welcome to Premath. In this video tutorial, we are going to solve this given challenging equation as you can see over here. And here's our equation: x minus 5 power 4 plus x minus 6 power 3 plus x minus 7 power 2 equals to 2. And now we are going to solve for x. So let's go ahead and get started with the solution, and here's the very first thing we are going to do. Let's move this 2 on the left hand side, and here's our next step. Here we got -2 once we have moved this 2 on the left hand side. And now here's the next step. I am going to write this -2 as -1 minus 1. And now in this next step, I am going to write this x minus 5 power 4 and this -1 together. So let me go ahead and write down this thing: x minus 5 power 4 and then minus 1. I'm going to leave this thing as it is. I'm going to just write it down: x minus 6 power 3 and then plus. And now I am going to write this x minus 7 square and this another -1 together. So this could be written as in bracket x minus 7 square minus 1 equal to 0. Now let's go ahead and manipulate a little bit this equation. Let's focus on this part: x minus 5 power 4. I have just copied it down over here, and this x minus 5 power 4 could be written as x minus 5 square and then power 2 again. And here in this next step, I have put this x minus 5 power 4 in a nested exponents, as you can see over here. And now let's look at these binomials in these brackets. This one and this one, they represents the difference of two squares. So therefore we are going to apply this formula. So let's take care of our first bracket. So this could be written as x minus 5 square minus 1, and then times the other one is going to be x minus 5 square plus 1, and we are going to leave this one as it is. So I'm going to write down x minus 6 power 3 and plus finally this thing. I can write this one as x minus 7 and then minus 1 and multiplied by again another bracket, x minus 7 and then plus 1 equal to 0. And now let's focus on this part inside this bracket. I have just copied it down over here. And we can see that this represents the difference of two squares. So we're going to be applying this formula once again. So this could be written as x minus 5 and then minus 1 and then times x minus 5 and then plus 1. Let's go ahead and simplify this part. So that's going to give us x minus 5 minus 1. And then times, likewise, we're going to take care of this one inside this bracket. I can write x minus 5, then plus 1. Let's simplify. So this is same as x minus 6 times x minus 4. So therefore, I'm going to replace this part by this x minus 6 times x minus 4. And now let's focus on this part inside this bracket. I have just copied down over here. And now let's go ahead and expand this binomial by using this formula. So x minus 5 square could be written as x square minus 10x plus 25 and then plus 1. That is going to give us x square minus 10 x 25 plus 1 is going to give us 26. So we are going to replace this one by this. So I can write this one x square minus 10x plus 26, and I'm going to leave this thing as it is. I'm going to write down x minus 6 power 3. Now let's focus on this bracket rather, x minus 7 and negative 1. So x minus 7 minus 1 is going to give us simply x minus 8. And likewise over here, this is x minus 7 plus 1 is going to give us x minus 6 equals to 0. And now in this next step, we can see that x minus 6, x minus 6, and x minus 6 is in common among all these three terms. And here I have factored out x minus 6 outside, and the rest is inside this bracket. And now let's focus on this part, x minus 6 square. I have just copied it down over here. And now let's go ahead and expand this binomial by using this formula. So this could be written as x square minus 12x plus 36. And now let's focus on this whole thing, this part. And here I have copied it down, as you can see. And now we can see that this x minus 6 square is this much. So I'm going to replace that one. X square minus 12x plus 36. And let's put it down this one as well. Plus x minus 8. So this could be simplified to x square minus 11x plus 28. So thus we can replace this whole thing by this simplified form. And here's our next step. The only difference is in this step that I have replaced this part by this simplified one. And now let's focus on this part only. I have just copied it down over here, and we can factor this quadratic expression as x minus 4 times x minus 7. And now in this next step, I have just factored this part into x minus 4 times x minus 7. And now we can see that x minus 4 and x minus 4 is in common. And here in this next step, I have factored out this x minus 4 outside. So we are left with this part inside the bracket and then this part as well. So let's go ahead and further simplify this one. We already got x minus 6 times x minus 4, and inside this bracket, if we combine the like terms, we're gonna get x square minus 9x plus 19 equal to 0. And now let's go ahead and split these factors as they're equal to 0. I can just simply separate them. I can put x minus 6 equal to 0. The other one is x minus 4 equal to 0. And the last one is x square minus 9x plus 19 equal to 0. So this x minus 6 equal to 0 means x equal to positive 6 is one of our solutions, and here x equal to positive 4 is another solution. And now finally we are going to solve this given quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks. In our case, a is 1 and b is negative 9 and c is 19. So our x is going to be negative and b is negative 9 plus minus the square of negative 9 minus 4 times a is 1, c is 19 divided by 2 times a is 1. So thus x turns out to be 9 plus or minus square root of 5 divided by 2. And now let's go ahead and split the sign positive and negative. So our x values is going to be, the first one is going to be 9 plus square root of 5 divided by 2, and the other x value is going to be 9 minus square root of 5 divided by 2. So we got these our x values 1, 2, 3 and 4, and thus here's our solution, and that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.